What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talk Wrestling here on NoDQ.com and, of course, NoDQ's channel on YouTube, NoDQCAW. Thank you guys for watching this week. Let's get right into your questions. First one today comes from our buddy Greg Cherry. On Twitter, he's at PA Sensation, for Pennsylvania, of course. He has two questions. The first one is, do you think a WWE trivia game would do well on the WWE Network, and would you try to be a contestant? They haven't done an actual trivia game. They have like certain little segments where they'll ask like a fan trivia question, or they'll ask one of the superstars trivia question, just kind of offhand as a little filler time on the network. But I'd like to see a full-on trivia game show, kind of like Jeopardy or something of that nature on WWE Network, and I'd love to be a contestant. I don't know if they would let me, I'll be honest, because I'm kind of persona non grata in WWE headquarters and WWE Network, so I'm a subscriber, and they're happy to have my money, but as far as allowing me to be involved, probably not going to happen. Because they'll screen it, they'll see my audition, oh, it's that guy, I don't want him near our set because he might do something dangerous, or he might do something to get us all in trouble. And I probably would. And Greg also asked, what in your opinion is the best non-title match of the last 10 years? That would be going back to 2006. See, this is a very subjective opinion, as most opinions are. They're subjective question, I meant to say. Probably, people want me to say the Ricochet Will Ospreay match. But the match that I saw that I liked the most, personally, was in early 2012 with WWE Champion CM Punk versus World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan. It was short for them, not short for WWE TV, but I love that match. And it was not title for title. It was just a one-on-one champion versus champion encounter. I even stole the champion versus champion graphic that they used on that episode of Raw for future stuff I use down the line, and it was just a great match. Those two guys were at their peak the two best wrestlers on the planet, and it sucks that they're both now gone from WWE and from wrestling. Period. It's a bummer. This is from the Jayhawk Kid at Ricky Lawson. Do you think former WWE President Jack Tunney deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and why isn't he already if so? Jack Tunney was my president when I was growing up in my infancy fandom of WWE, the WWF back then. When I first started watching, the first thing he did that was a huge deal as far as decision making was the decision to video distort the real World's Championship in 1991 when Ric Flair debuted in WWF as the NWA champion. And then, of course, the big controversy in Texas and Detroit with The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan, and the championship being put on the Royal Rumble the following year in 1992. Of course, we saw Ric Flair become champion there. I like Jack Tunney. I think he was a very interesting character. He was very babyface heavy, let's be real. But he also screwed Hulk a couple times too by improper decision making. I would like to see Jack Tunney in the Hall of Fame, yes. I think he'd be a great addition to a Hall of Fame that has oftentimes made fun of itself, but still recognizes the fact that, you know, the characters are as important as the wrestlers, the wrestling ability. So Jack Tunney would be a perfect fit for Hall of Fame in WWE. This is from William Love at XChiliWilly90X. How cool would it be to see Cena versus Reigns in a title for title match for the U.S. WWE Championship at SummerSlam? No. No, we don't want Cena and Reigns together in the same match. No. No. I know you're being sarcastic, William, I'm sure. But I'm going to go ahead and treat it like you're not. Oh my God! No! No. No need for that. Cena can be U.S. champion, that's fine. Reigns can still be world champion, that's fine too. But the two of them together in a match right now? No way. They need to really build Roman up and try to get him past this ridiculous fan hatred, if they ever can. Or just flat out pull the trigger and let him be a bad guy, not the guy, but a bad guy. And let Cena be the one to put him over as the established dominant monster heel that he can be. But not at SummerSlam for title. Absolutely not. This is from The Brand Split. I think King of the Ring would need to be a pay-per-view event rather than drawn out over Raw and SmackDown. Okay. I would like to see King of the Ring return, personally. The problem is the last two Kings have ended up being complete flops when it comes to anything happening for them in a short amount of time. You look at King Sheamus in 2010, he didn't win the World Championship again until 2012. So, there was that. And then you had King Barrett. Oh my goodness. King Bad News. Bad news indeed. Probably the biggest jobber King of the Ring this side of Billy Gunn in 1999. And that's saying something. I like Billy Gunn, but he was not a good king at all. King Ass, I think they call him. God, how bad was that? And then he loses to The Rock at SummerSlam like right away. He just buried. Like, stupid. But yeah, King of the Ring would be good as long as they actually... Let's let it be worth something. Let's do it in 2002 and 2006. Let the King of the Ring winner challenge the world champion. Right away. That would be something. Rumble winner faces WrestleMania. King of the Ring winner faces at SummerSlam. A Survivor Series style tournament or whatever faces at Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble winner faces Mania, and the cycle continues. Just food for thought. This is from Ty Marshall UK. In your opinion, was the NWO the downfall of WCW? As an NWO fan, I must say no. No, I think it was one of many contributing factors, Ty. I think the NWO was part of it. I think not pushing the cruiserweights was part of it. I think their refusal to build new talent except for Goldberg was part of it. I think the old boys league that was in that company for so long with Hogan and Savage and Piper and Flair and even Nash and Hall toward the end, those guys needed to allow for the younger guys to be brought up, built, established, and put over. And the problem is everybody there was making guaranteed money. And when you're making guaranteed money, you don't give a shit. Like Kevin Nash said to do it. It all becomes, but when you're trying to protest, and you just go, fine. Whatever. It becomes a complete clusterfuck at that point. It just does. And WCW was the biggest wrestling cluster the last 2.5 years of its existence than anything in previous years. And there were some pretty lean years to WCW where they were not making money. But the thing is, when they were making money, they were spending money. When they're spending money, they were losing money. They were losing money. That was it. All right, final one today comes from B. That's his name on Twitter, B. His Twitter handle is @BrandonShinnock. Sorry about your name, Brandon. I apologize. Do you think Kane's first title run should have been longer than a day? Who would he be feuding with if not? Kane's reign being a day, Kane winning the championship in the first place, if you want to be honest, was merely a fact of trying to get The Undertaker and Kane together in 1998, trying to make The Undertaker the established #1 contender to the WWE Championship, and Undertaker helping his brother to not harm himself any further than he already had in his previous pre-WWF years. And I don't think that really would have materialized anything more than just a day of McMahon feeling like, I finally got one over on Austin for 3.5 months, whatever the hell it was, 3 months, and it was predestined that Austin would regain the World Wrestling Federation Championship and then lose it later, of course, in the big screw job in Canada, of course. And I think Hamilton, Ontario, I think is where Breakdown was. Not sure about that. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I don't think it would have been more than a day. I think it would have been just a means to an end to get The Undertaker in line with Kane's help to face Austin at SummerSlam for the championship. That's what they were building toward. It was all about the highway to hell. From the moment Austin won the championship at WrestleMania, it was all about getting to SummerSlam and getting to The Undertaker that way and having The Undertaker put Austin over. Thank you all for watching this week, as you do each and every week. I really appreciate the support, you guys. It's been a crazy ride since coming back a year and a half ago, and I look forward to more with you guys. We will see you next time.